This is a Sony HF60 high fidelity for music and voice. Side A, it's a very smoky type case. Like I mean, you can still see through it, but it's very smoky. Side A, and on both sides the labels are upside down. Side A says A, Nashville Talent 31796. I'm sorry, Nashville Talent Search 31796. And on the second side, B just says Nashville 31796. So enjoy.
We, because I don't like to be called a pile. When I got on board that big old airplane, you know, and never had rolled one, I was awful nervous, you know, but I reared back in my seat, buckled up the seat belt, and got feeling real comfortable till the voice come on out of nowhere and says, "Good day, folks, I'm your pilot." I said, "I sure hope so. I can't drive this plane." Well, finally, come time to take off, that big old jet went, "Oh, boy, I swallowed my bubble gum." Well, my heart went down where my liver's supposed to be. But we finally got leveled off in the air, you know, and his voice come back on and says, "Good day, folks. I want to inform you now that we're 2047. I said, "She's lying. I thought it was 1996. Well, I got to looking on that airplane to see who all was sitting on it, you know, and you ain't gonna guess who was sitting in front of me.
Who's sitting in front of you there?
It was the president,
Oh, go on with you now.
Hillary. He said, "My vice president was the vice president." I was just like a cricket in the crack. I could hear everything they're saying. I heard the president say to the vice president, "We got to do something to get folks to liking me better here in this country." Vice president spoke up and said, "You want me to nuke Bob?" It's him calling and I ain't answering. Number one spoke up and said, "No, let's don't do anything that desperate. He'll end up in a pineapple can sooner or later anyway." Well, what happened then was, he said, "I'll tell you what, we're fixing to land here, Mr. Vice President, in Nashville, Tennessee in a few minutes. I know what I'm going to do. I happen to have 100 $100 bills in my pocketbook. I'm just going to chuck them out the airplane window and make 100 people on the ground happy." Number two spoke up and said, "Number one, that really ought to be number two. That ain't going to do it. I'll tell you what I've got in the briefcase under my airplane seat. I've got $100,000 bills. You don't have much white water on them either. I'm going to chuck them out the airplane window and make 100,000 people on the ground happy." I punched the president on the shoulder. I said, "Bill, just jump out the airplane window and make everybody happy." Finally, though, I got up in my seat and walked down the hall in that airplane, and it come to a little room sort of walled off to sat down at the back of it, and I opened the door and went inside, and you know what it was?
What was it?
It was an indoor outhouse. And you had a horse watering trough in there. And you had 2 lids on that horse watering trough. I didn't know what to do with them. I took the top lid home. Grandma made a dough board out of it. And then I framed Hillary's picture in the sample lid. But you ain't gonna guess what was under them lids. There was a little tank in there, you know, and you could wash one of your feet, pull the little lid, and fresh water come down for the other foot.
Yeah.
Somebody left the soap floating around there. Anyway, finally, I sat back in my seat, you know, and we landed here in Nashville. But you can't guess who was waiting on me. It was my Grandpa Powell. He says, "Gomer, it's nice to see you here in Nashville." I said, "Well, it's nice to be here, Grandpa." He says, "Gomer, it's nice to see you here in Nashville." I said, "Well, good to be here, Grandpa." He says, "Gomer, it's nice to see you here in Nashville." See, my grandpa works part-time at Blockbuster record store, and he got stuck with a record needle, but it never bothers me, bothers me, bothers me, bothers me. It's getting pretty funny. I finally though told my grandpa, "Let's go on out to the farm where Grandma is." He says, "Gomer, I forgot the way home." I said, "Well, what we gonna do, Grandpa?" I says, "Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go call Grandma." So I got inside one of them glassed-in talk houses, you know, I spun that little dial where it said 0. When Pop back, the boy says, "Mother, please." I stuck my head out and told him, "Grandpa, have you ever seen the light? I ain't never seen this old gal before, and already she's wanting my number." To the startup of the first wildlife animal show that Americans and Canadians grew up with, featuring the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the Fowler family, 6 foot 9 inch Big Jim Fowler, host of the Wild Kingdom TV show, the only Fowler I know that ever put a monkey on Johnny Carson's head and had an accident on national television. The Fowler family has always believed that performing talent is a precious gift given from above. And over the last 60 years, over 300 of the top name entertainers in the fields of country, gospel, easy listening, and acting have found their start on Fowler Coliseum shows, our Fowler television shows. And today is no exception. You, our TV audience, will have an opportunity in a short time to preview the talents by the way of television of 32 great singing discoveries. Over the years, I have been privileged to walk and work in all forms of entertainment. Being gifted with the ability to impersonate anyone or anything, I've been called on by the cartoon industry over the years to put the voices to many of the cartoons that Americans and Canadians grew up with. We receive countless calls each week from the network TV show asking us to please recreate some of those famous characters so they can see what it was like behind the drawings and the voices that were put to them. In answer to that request, here's a character we have put on the map in the 60s. He was known as Deputy Dog. If Deputy were here today, he might say,
"Sure, just your doggone many musty and rascal. There's some doggone good singers here today. There sure ain't no dogs."
I was privileged to sing the first time on the most hallowed stage in the world, the Grand Ole Opry, at the age of 10. I was literally scared to death, but a tall gentleman backstage put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Go out there and be yourself, and everything will be all right." His name was Mr. Roy Acuff, and I've never forgotten that 48 years later. Mr. Acuff has departed this life 4 years ago, and today, in loving memory to the king of country music, we'd like to borrow his voice for one of his greatest hits, the Wabash Cannonball, given in A chord. She came down from Birmingham when Colson Bird There's a girl from Tennessee, she's long and she's tall. She came down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball. Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar. She glides along the woodland, from the hills and by the shore. 7.
Now I
Here's a song that opened a career for the world-famous Chuck Wagon Gang. It was a song that called Americans and Canadians to worship all over North America. A four-part harmony song entitled A Beautiful Life. Each day I'll do, each day I'll do, I'm going love selling gospel recording in history on our network, and those orders are being filled just as quickly as the factories can turn them out. Here is another song on that same Volume 1 album, the Singing Flowers Do the Best of the Chuck Wagon Gang, and it's a song that was made famous in the horse and buggy days. It's called The Church in the Wildwood. The church in the valley by the wildwood, oh, love me a place in the day. Those parties so dear to my childhood, as the little brown church in the bay. Oh, come, 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 come to the church in the presented to conclude the Entertainment Legend show, the first female vocalist in the history of country to ever sell 1 million records. She has been on the Grand Ole Opry for over 40 years, and a woman whose heart is as big as her singing talents. One of the few superstars who believe in giving new singers a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the living legend of the Grand Ole Opry, Miss Jean Shepherd.
money all the time she was on tour, and she'd have to hire a band wherever she went, and so she'd turn around that way where the audience couldn't see her, and she'd tell them, pep it up a little, pep it up a little bit, and she got in the habit of it, and so I do it all the time.
Appreciate it. It's supposed to be cold. Yeah. But it's on. We're glad y'all come out to be with us, those that did and those that are here competing. We want to wish you all the luck in the world. First of all, would you give this bunch of car strippers a big hand? Oh, good bunch of records. Let me tell you. Here's a medley of songs we'd like to do for y'all. I always like to tell you ahead of time a couple of these. I recorded a couple of them I didn't. Those that you don't recognize will be the ones that I recorded. Last night another held me in his arms. The lovers was shining bright and clear. He whispered words of love so tenderly. to 1953. Some of us go back that far, some of us don't. Most of them wasn't even born then. They wasn't even a gleam in their daddy's eye. Me and Laverne's been here since the war. This made me lucky enough to be the first female in country music to sell 1 million records. We had a gentleman on it by the name of Ferlin Husky. Now, as you can plainly see, Ferlin is not here today. Thank goodness. But next time y'all go see him, just tell him to do the talking part, but Gene's done the singing. It goes like this. Dear John, oh, how I pray tonight. I must let you know tonight that my love for you died will be like grass upon the lawn. And tonight I'll wed another, dear John. In the business, he's wrote a lot of #1 songs. A lot of people business. I have 2 or 3 by him, and several top 10 records that he wrote all of them. This one that was real good to us called "Slipping Away." Slowly, slowly. that's fine. They don't have to. That's their prerogative. But if the other kids want to pray, then that's also their prerogative. I have to tell this because it's totally the truth. About 10 years ago, our youngest son come home from school very early one day. He said, well, I'm probably going to get expelled. I thought, Lord, have mercy. I said, what have you done? He said, well, whatever they teach at biology or science, whatever it's teaching, he said, they was trying to teach me that I come from an ape. And he said, I wasn't brought up that way. He said, my Bible tells me where I come from. I said, no, I don't think there'll be any problem over it. I called the principal at school and I said, now you're not going to make a big issue out of this, are you? He said, no, ma'am. I said, I thought you'd see it my way. I'm a very plain-spoken person. You know, they say that, what is the Darwin theory? Is that what They say that religion is a theory. Well, what's the Darwin thing but a theory? But I know that I didn't come from no ape. I know that my Lord Jesus Christ made me.
Amen.
We're going to sing this song. Y'all sing along with us if you want to. It's called The Old Rugged Cross. I'm going to yodel if I got enough wind.
Mr. Johnny Cash, his lovely wife.
Somewhere beyond the grave, there is a land where Jesus went to prepare by his own hand, and for the sake but I call it home. Some say I'm dreaming, well, just let me dream on. Some call it paradise, somewhere beyond the sky. Some call it heaven, but I call it home.
Okay, got a good level, Jerry. Thank you.
Somewhere beyond the grave, there is a land where Jesus went to prepare by his own hand, and for the saved by grace, there is a resting place, and in a few more days it will be mine. Some call it heaven, but I call it home. Some say I'm dreaming, well, just let me dream on. Some call it paradise, somewhere beyond the sky. Some call it heaven, but I call it home. Now someone once said you can't go home again, and things will never be as good as they've been. But I have good news for you. When heaven comes into view, just one glance and you know the best is yet to come. Some call it heaven, but I call it home. Some say I'm dreaming, well, just let me dream on. Some call it paradise, somewhere beyond the sky. Some call it heaven,
hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer. Thy wings shall my petition bear, to Him whose fruit and faithfulness engage the waiting soul to bless. And since He bids me see His face, believe His word, and trust His grace, I'll cast on Him my every care, and wait for Thee, sweet hour of prayer.
Vaughn. She comes to us all the way from Texas. Her voting number is 227, and she's going to sing a song today, Blood Bought Church. Let's give a welcome for Mary Vaughn.
They shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for joy, they shall cry aloud and be free. They shall glorify the name of the Lord. It's the blood of the church, the redeemed. Oh, pick up your heart, O Zion of the Lord. Let the earth ring forth with His praise. All His children rejoice from the island of the sea. It's the blood of the church, the redeemed. And we are in that army of the Lord. Oh, we've been washed in the blood, and we are going forth, and there is nothing that can stop this mighty moving force with a shout of praise, a two-edged sword. Every stronghold bondage was falling beneath our feet. Every prisoner has captive must be free. Our deliverance has come through the power of the Son. It's the blood of the church, the redeemed. Let the earth be silent, all winds cease to blow. Every created being hold your wings. For there's a new song being sung with a new melody. It's the blood of the church, the redeemed. And we are in that army of the Lord. Oh, we've been washed in the blood, and we are going forth, and there is nothing that can stop this mighty moving force with a shout of praise, a two-edged sword. And stronghold bondage is all beneath our feet. Every prisoner and captive must be free. Our deliverance has come through the power of the Son. It's the blood of the church, the redeemed. The redeemed. The redeemed. We're and we are going forward, and there is nothing that can stop this mighty moving force with a shout of praise. If you know my heart, surely you can read my mind. Good people underneath the sea of grief. Some get up and walk away. Some will find ultimate relief. Home free, eventually. At the ultimate healing, we will be home free. Home free. Oh, I got a feeling. At the ultimate healing, we will be home free. Out in the corridors, we pray for life. A mother for her baby, a husband for his wife. Oh, sometimes the good die young, it's sad but true. And while we pray for one more heartbeat, the real comfort is with you. You know pain has little mercy, and suffering's no respecter of age, of race or position. And I know every prayer gets answered, but the hardest one to pray is slow to come. Oh Lord, not mine, but your will be done. Oh, let it be. Gonna be home. We're going home. I got a feeling. Gonna be home, home. Oh, it's the ultimate feeling. Gonna be home free, home free. Oh, I got this feeling. At the ultimate healing, we're gonna be home, home, home free. Gonna be home. We're going home. Ultimate feeling. We're gonna be home. We're gonna be home free.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is